The first time I knew I needed help was November 2017. A boy that I was probably into let me run away and live with him. I was eventually taken home and had to have a talk with my parents, but that's another story. I had found a glass chest piece in school and I thought it was okay to cut in front of him no matter how deep the wound. I would use lots of unhealthy coping mechanisms like yelling at others, even close friends and family, isolating myself and crying, and I ended up cutting more and more. January 23rd, 2018, I had picked up a piece of glass I found on the ground on my way to the bus stop and cut myself so deep that they bled and wouldn't stop bleeding. The kids on the bus noticed but didn't say anything. Then, once PE came, my best friend Robin noticed my cuts, the blood, and the glass. He told the PE teacher, which at the time made me really angry, but in reality, that was the best thing he could have done. The teacher took the glass away and sent me to the counselor. We talked and she gave me a safety assessment, then called in a SAS worker to really see if I needed to be admitted. My parents also wanted to check if I really believed that I needed to go to a mental hospital. I said yes. We went home and I packed a purple suitcase full of clothes. I wrote a letter for my family to read after I was gone. Once I left the house, I knew that was the last time I'd see my siblings in the state I was in. I'd come back a new and improved person and they would be the first to see the new me. The drive was very quiet. I was thinking the entire time, I could turn back. I'm okay, I don't need help. Cutting is normal and okay. But I knew somewhere deep inside that I wanted to be happy and I needed to get help. I just knew it. I wanted so bad to just say, please turn around, I'm okay. But my mind and maybe my heart wanted something else. So I stayed silent thinking about all the bad things that were going to happen. The admission process was very long. They asked the same questions over and over, like, when were you born? Do you have a suicide plan? When did this begin? When was the last time you cut? My mother had to encourage me the entire time to be open because I was still new to this idea of telling anyone that something was wrong and I'm not okay. I did my best to tell them everything from the very first argument in my house to the last time I hurt myself. I still purposefully left out some details because I was so afraid of the backlash and judgment. I didn't know there were other people like me. The first day, I was pretty quiet. I met the first group I was going to be with for about 5 days, and it was really scary. These people were also going to know some of my story and find out all about me. But then I met this girl, Ella. She helped me realize that it's okay to have those bad thoughts. It's okay to cry and be sad, but knowing that you need help is the first step to getting better. That night, I slept a little better knowing that I wasn't okay and knowing that I was going to get help slowly, even though I still deep down felt comfort in being sad. It's been 1 year, a month, and 27 days since I came out of the hospital on February 14th. When I look back on those 11 days, I get sad at first thinking, wow, how could I let myself get that bad? Which is also what I think when I look at my scars. But then I get happy. Instead of scars from depression, they are scars of how far I've come, how much I've improved, and especially scars to remind me of the amazing people that I had to support me.